there folks, it's Kikoskia here and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, and when last we left off we did a few things around Andra's gift. We managed to find the captain's chest and return it to the crew member who'd been assigned to take care of it, and we also went back down to the edge of the docks, wading in the water to find pieces of a scepter. We were able to locate all three pieces, fighting various animates and rain blights that were standing in our way, and then we paid Imatal the money for the opal and the name of someone who can hopefully either take the pieces of the scepter and buy them off us, or maybe repair the scepter, because it looks like it has quite a bit of magic to it. Before we go to Brackenbury, however, there's somewhere else I'd like to check out. Oh yes, there's also something else I wanted to do, which is that I wanted to go and see if I can talk to the dozens that wanted us to lower the prices at the Salty Mass. Now, I believe they were in the Ramshackle House, the one that I previously thought would be where the people that took the chest went, but I was getting my places mixed up. So we'll just rush over here, go down there. Are you still in here? Are you still in here, or have you moved? That is the question. The answer is... there's no one in here. But nothing in here counts as stealing. So I will take this beer. I will take this rice.
Yes.
And I will look around to see if there's anything nice, and there is something nice, apparently. Where did you discover that? Oh, you discovered it right there. That was hard to see. Ooh, 2 pearls. Won't say no.
Yes.
I wonder if the person we want to talk to is in the Salty Mast now. Let's find out. Who knows, I might start gaining positive reputation with the dozens as well. I think the only people I don't have positive reputation with right now are the... No, we are now eccentric with House de Menel. Faintly mixed.
I'm here.
That is a strange reputation to have. Well, I'm not going to complain that they don't actively hate me. It means they're less likely to send people after me. That said, I'm not going to be going out of my way to ingratiate myself with them. So, over here, and up here. Are there any new people hanging around that I haven't spoken to in here? I'm not saying before, because I probably met them... Okay. People. I probably met them when we were dealing with them before. So, no one here. No one here. What about upstairs? I do like the fact that you can retrain your character. If you want to change your build, you can. So, commoner. Commoner. Is it you? I'm gonna talk to you and see if you're them. I'll be sure to put a good word for you with Wenon.
I'm here.
Okay. Did that do anything? No, we are a troublemaker with the dozens. Faintly bad. If it did something, it didn't do very much. But, there we go. I don't think we're going to be their friend at all. But, that is just how it is. The decisions we've made have impacted the direction our character is going. Now, is hero reputation enough to help Idea? Oh no, I'm terribly sorry. You have to be so famous that we've already built 17 statues of you. Yes, that's right. Sandstar levels of famous. No, Sandstar didn't have 17 statues built after him. I also don't know who Sandstar is. I'm sorry, what are we talking about? Call for interested patrons! Uh-huh. The Admet's Dead Expedition Hall pledges competent, proven men and women if you want to work with the dozens, but you don't. Alright, first fires. 15 minutes to hear. You've been waylaid by ambush and must defend yourself. No? No ambush? Really surprised we haven't been ambushed as we've been travelling from region to region. That said, it only happened once in Baldur's Gate 2. So, Ducal Palace. We have some Justiciars there. That statue again. There's a lot of copies of that statue about. A lot of them. There are people here just having a chat. Is this now enough? I really want to help Idea. So. Here we go. And once more, we pop over to the man with all the records. Is hero enough? Hello! We've been doing good deeds! Yes. Lots of them.
Hail, traveler.
We're still looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folks in Medina who bear ill will. For the first time, he turns his attention towards you, and his eyes flicker in recognition. Of course, this policy is for the general public. Exceptions can be made for those who have already proven their worth. He looks up a shelf and withdraws a thick volume, shifting a layer of dust aside with his hand. The rosters are in the front. The inventories are dead in the back. He passes it into Adir's outstretched hands. Now the question is his brother going to be the front or the back? Adir leafs through the book for some time anxiously, running his thick farmhand's fingers over page after page of names. At last, his hand stops, his finger just below one name.
Woden Talesh died 18 Majavernho 2808. Third Battle of Cleaban Relog. Blazing Glonfather names, I swear. Rayet Saris?
He stops short, his eyes bulging. They scan back and forth, over and over. Oh dear.
I'll be the effigy. He fought for Rayet Saris. Why did he fight for Rayet Saris?
He stares at the page, his jaw agape, before suddenly looking up at you. I don't know, Adir. Neither do I, but he had to have had a good reason. That's just who he was.
We gotta go there. That battlefield, Clea, the one I said. I don't know how else I'm gonna make sense of all this. I gotta see what he saw. And who knows, maybe his spirit will even be there and you can have one of your weird talks with him. I mean, worth trying, right?
I'll help in any way I can, Adir.
I appreciate that. Wish I could say you won't regret it, but you certainly might.
Seek out the Saints' Wars battlefield
I'm
with
here.
Adir. I have no idea where that battlefield is. I imagine it's not something we can access in this chapter, this act. It might be, though. But that is progress. That is progress, and I'm glad to make that progress. Right. With that done, we can now head to Brackenbury and see about working with the... Oh, there's also something else we need to do. There's something else we need to do in Brackenbury Sanitarium, actually. We need to talk to that statue. Remember when we first went to the Sanitarium? There was a... I say Sanitarium and Sanatorium interchangeably. Don't know why, but either way, when we went there, someone was talking to a statue. We need to go speak with that statue. So here we are. There's you. You're still here. Glad to see that you're still here. And we'll just pop in and try to find Nans. But the statue will probably be encountered first. Okay, guard. Verna. High Warden Ethelmoa.
I'm here.
Hello. A well-maintained statue of a middle-aged man presides over the room, looking down unblinking over the bustle of harried academics pestered by the hopeful desperate. A strong warmth emanates from it that you could sense from across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention turned towards you. It has been some time since a watcher graced these halls. His voice echoes deeply, rumbling the floor beneath you. I am envious of your natural insight, traveller. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. Now, what is it that has brought you to my sanitarium? I'm curious as to know how you've come to be in your present state. In the statue, you mean? Well, I was old, and it seemed wrong to me. A lifetime spent in pursuit of discovery, only to lose it all in death. Somewhere, someday, I would wake up in a new body none the wiser, and pursue a different course entirely. All that experience wasted. If we are ever to unearth the principles behind our existence, it will be in spite of our condition. Of that I am quite sure. To live on as part of something I helped build seemed to me a better legacy than what nature had in store. The transfer itself was quite simple as our techniques go, and for that I am grateful. Playing with souls is far easier to accept when they are not your own. I do miss being able to take an active role in my scholarly affairs here. Now and again one of our animancers will humour me and consult over some problem, but they are a jealous breed and are too often afraid to collaborate. If you're considering it yourself, I can tell you that it isn't for the easily bored. Tell me about the sanitarium. A history lesson? This is a rare pleasure. Most come in here only concerned with cheating death in one way or another. We are an old institution as Deerwood goes. This is our 94th year. As with many cities, the growth of Defiance Bay brought with it a host of problems. One of the worst was that those born with, shall we say, ill-favoured souls came to populate its streets in droves. Thus, the sanitarium. Brackenbury was a natural fit. It was growing, but there was also a lot of money here back then. This place owes its survival to the curiosities of the wealthy more than anything, I think. Our founding came at a time of great suspicion in animancy, much like today. So much progress has been lost to the mishaps of a few careless practitioners. But in time it was forgotten, as all things are. Since then we have been at the forefront of animancy's resurgence. We have played host to many gifted researchers, and pushed the boundaries of our knowledge in ways never thought possible. Some of the first safe transferences were done here. We have pioneered work in soul purification, lineage analysis, preservation. It's really quite a list, if you'll pardon my pride. Today it's, well, I can't say it's exactly the same. There's been some push to shut us down. It comes from Deerwood's more excitable denizens, whose minds are more passionate than thoughtful, I'm afraid. People see this legacy, and they say it involves something they don't understand. So it's natural for them to suspect people whose understanding exceeds theirs. It looks to them like we're hiding something. We have a representative in the palace at this very moment, defending the entire science of animancy at a hearing before the Duke, absurd as it sounds. If it does not go well, it could be the end of animancy in Deerwood. I fear Avar may be swayed by all this unrest, irrational though it may be. We shall see. Are you the animancer who's buying relics from Mimatal? There's a large and rather notorious black market for uncatalogued Ingwithan relics. I stay far away from it. Well, farewell. Do visit again sometime, please. Okay, I need to find... There you are! That's who I want! Let us save and let us have a chat. And hopefully exchange money for awesome things. Right, let us save here. Traveled to a lot of places already.
Yes?
Hello.
Hail and well met.
An elderly woman peruses the shelves with a quickness and an energy that belie her age. I'm afraid I don't practice any more, child. Too busy with my research. Imatal sent me. He said you'd be interested in these scepter pieces we found. That chatty old fishwive's been blabbing about me, I see. Never trust your secrets to a man with so much salt in his beard. Anyway, let's see what you've got. Nan examines the scepter, her eyes hooded by crinkled flesh. Immortal told you true. I'll buy this. Unfortunately, a broken scepter isn't as valuable as he may have led you to believe. He steals a glance at your face, but her fingers tighten around the piece in her hands. You seem a little too excited. What aren't you telling me? The corners of her mouth twitch upwards. Sharper than a metal, I see. The truth is, I could repair the scepter. She runs her fingers along one of the patterned pieces. It's broken, sure enough, but the pieces themselves are in good condition. Making it whole again is a matter of alchemy. Expensive alchemy. I've got to soak the broken ends in fiend's blood compound to reconnect them. Never mind the embalming work to restore the enchantments. I could do it to the tune of 1,800 pounds. I'll be back later. I need to get a resolve improvement, because my resolve right now is 12. Do I have an item that will... am I wearing an item that gives me resolve? That is the thing. Stealthy. Yes. Okay. I'll be back as soon as I've rested in a tavern that gives me resolve. Resolve can be gained in... I'm trying to remember which place can give me resolve. Let's think. I could travel to Caird Newer, but I feel like it's a long trip just to go there. Copper Lane should give me a resting bonus of +1, I think. It'll be worth it. If we can get a discount that's more than the amount that we pay for the room, it's a good deal. This also puts us in the right area for the sewers beneath Copper Lane, but we're not going there right now. Okay, where have we appeared? Over here. Won't take us too long to get to where we need to be then. Meow! Psst! Over here, miss!
You're quite
hello?
friendly, aren't you?
A young boy watches the passer-by and counts a grimy handful of coins. His face and arms are smudged with dirt, but except for the grass stains, his clothes are in good condition. As you approach, he blinks and makes a quick, furtive effort to pocket his coins. Hey, miss, want to know a secret? He wipes his nose with a sleeve. I know a real good secret. Looks like we got a little hustler here. Someone raised this kid right. Really? What is it? He shrugs and clasps his hands behind his back, kicking a loose pebble. I just saw folks hiding some really neat things. I could show you where, but Mum and Dad told me not to talk to strangers. His eyes slowly roll up to you. But maybe you could help me with something. Then we wouldn't be strangers. Help you with what? Gordy's voice suddenly rises in pitch and tempo. The Crucible Knights have these daggers made of March steel. It's the best steel around, except for Durgan steel, which doesn't count, because no one makes it anymore. He stops long enough to catch his breath. Anyway, this is Merchant, over by the exhibition hall, and he has a dagger made of real March steel. His eyes grow large and round. He said he wouldn't sell it to me because I'm a kid, and kids don't know anything about daggers, but that's not true. I know lots about daggers. I know about the different kinds of steel. I know how the Crucible Knights make them in a forge. I know how the tip can pierce low-gauge scale armour, and I know that one that's good and sharp can cut through bone. See, I know plenty about daggers, and I really, really want this one, and if you could get it for me, I promise I'll never ever ask anyone for anything ever again. The grieving mother's eyes glow with warmth. Is not the determination of a child an amazing thing? Yet it quickly turns to mischief, untempered by age and experience. Oh dear. Well, we have a problem here, and that is, do I want to give a small child a knife? You know what? Maybe we can get him a knife and have things turn out okay. Maybe. Sounds reasonable. I'll get it for you. Gordy jumps up and down, whooping and hollering. I knew an adventurer would understand! He points to a large building. There's a big merchant over by Abmut's Den who sells weapons. He's the one with the dagger. I'll wait right here for you. His gap-toothed grin stretches from ear to ear. That is one very happy kid, and we've got to make sure he doesn't end up a very dead kid when we give him this dagger. Perhaps we could teach him knife safety. Perhaps we can. I'm not sure if our skills are sufficient for that, though. Would survival do it? But that'll be for next time, folks. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. If you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.